Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Looking good. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Muckluck Streams with your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Muckluck. I love this music. I always hate fading it out, but it is a price we must pay for entertainment. Hello, Hurrytron, first person here. So I opted tonight to to play some Grim Dawn. I am very much loving Pathfinder Kingmaker, but most of the audience I currently have right now, the numbers showed that they liked this more. So I'm going to continue on this for now, and I'll probably play more Pathfinder Kingmaker on my own time on Saturday, and try to get past that part that I was stuck on, trying to figure that out. Hey, Hobbit, how's it going? Look at you with that beautiful skull next to your name. Mwah. Whoever made that is a true artiste. Alright. So, I gotta remember how to play this character on hardcore before I go getting myself killed. Oh, wait a minute. I had freaking beat normal mode, didn't I? I can go into elite mode. That's what I had done the last time I did this. Boop. Where are the other skulls at? At, what is it? At 3 months, you get the silver skull, which you see by my name, and at 6 months, there's another one that no one's seen yet. It's a golden skull. I think I've been a affiliate for 5 months, so when you see my logo go gold, that's the earliest possible day that anybody else could have it.
You're not looking too bad. The body, you will need it.
Yeah, I'm curious. If you make a kid go into elite mode and you have scrap, can you immediately go left out of town? Is there anything stopping you? Apparently not. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just skip Act 1. I don't really want to. I desperately need devotion shrines and stuff, but it looks like you could. Alright, 0987654321. And aggressive, be aggressive. Need to make more skeletons, need more spirit to use this. Resistances are adequate. We ride. Need one more round of skeletons. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. I'm not sure if you go to sub, if it gives you a preview for the sub badge or not. I don't have I would have to look at my own stream in like incognito mode because I can't see that. Yeah, Pathfinder Kingmaker is definitely a lot of fun, but definitely hit a few quirks with it. One, for example, is like at level 2, I can just stumble across level 15 creatures and full party wipe. And it's like, okay, well, maybe, you know, if there was a way to scout ahead in the game, and I'm not talking about like when you're already on a level and you stealth the character and run ahead, I'm talking about like on the world map. But you can't scout ahead. Okay, fine, then you run into a big creature, then I should be able to run away. You can't run away. So, those are unfortunate. So the fact that you can stumble across creatures that are like 6 times your level, you can't scout ahead and see them beforehand to avoid them, and you can't run away from them once you encounter them, the only thing you do is reload the game. I'm not the only one complaining about that on the forums. I feel like that's some, especially since it's modeled after Dungeons & Dragons, that should have been done a little better. So we'll see if they patch anything or if they just leave it as is. Chains of Oleron. Finally another cult member. The Muck Cult. Where we all wear, not hoods, hoodies with skulls on them. That's a little too hot topic. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else down here. Alright, let's go back north. I'm still interested in the idea of having a cooldown reduction style summoner, where with Unstable Anomaly you can have up to 3 Blight Fiends out with enough cooldown reduction, and then the Primal Spirit. So you'd have 4 really heavy hitters, if you could get enough CDR to pull that off. Can't spell Muck Twitch without Cult. Pretty sure you could. There's no L. I mean, I guess Muck Luck Twitch. If you had spelled it correctly, there is an L. How did I spell my name? Kick down the door. Hey, buddy, what's up? Calm down. It's going to be fine. I'll take you home. You reminded me of the comic where Harley was telling the Joker, you put the fun in funeral. I think he had just put a kick me sign on a dead man. 2 chip claws. Yes. I need to be using Wendigo Totem. I'm remembering all the buttons I need to be hitting. Yeah, I've seen some people say some pretty savage things about the Pathfinder Kingmaker harder difficulties, too. It's just like, if you turn up the difficulty, it just makes it to where crits that hit the party are increased, and the enemies do, like, 50% more damage. Like, no, like, the people that played on the top difficulty couldn't even get out of the tutorial area without, like, reloading the game 100 times. It's like, there was no balancing involved. They're just like, up the numbers by 50%, good luck. And people are like, yo, what the fuck? Hard is fun, impossible not fun. Hey, there's a devotion shrine down there. On Ultimate, there's not one down there. I did not remember if Elite had one down there or not. It appears the answer is yes. Muck Quick Cults. There you have it. If you had just wrote Muckluck Twitch, I think all the letters of cult are in Muckluck Twitch. You didn't have to say Muck Quick Cults. Nocturnus. +2 to Devastation. I don't know what that is. Ooh, we are on hardcore Muckluck. Let's not get too close there. I forgot for a second. It was so easy, I forgot. Alright. Quick thumb quick cum cults. There's a pill for that. Wait, no there's not. That's the size one. There's no pill for that. You just gotta practice. Many bugs. Cave entrance. I think this is the one with the giant rat. Many were rats, left side. Ooh. What do we got? Alright, that little cave boss is dead. Let me adjust this ever so slightly here. There we go. I should probably make maybe a new webcam be the next thing I get with my stream pennies. This is like the absolute cheapest Logitech camera that is sold at the store, and I got it for a work thing I needed one day. I needed it, and I realized that I was doing a project for work, and we had a camera at work I was supposed to use. And I got home and realized I forgot it. I asked my wife, I was like, can you please go to the nearest computer store and buy the cheapest camera they have so I can do this? And she brought me back this, and I've been using it for streaming. And it's fine, but since I started streaming, like, every other piece of equipment involved in the streaming has been replaced besides that. And it's this little bitty thing that's just clipped on the top of the monitor, and so I have to turn the whole monitor to adjust it. It is a peasant's camera. So far, I still like the Conjurer, but there are ideas I have for this character that I haven't put into play yet. Oh, is tomorrow Friday? Oh, hell yes, it's Thursday. Dude, like half the day I thought today was Wednesday. Nice! The day just got better. Hope y'all had a good Thursday. Mine was adequate. Work has been a madhouse, but it feels like there's a small light at the end of the tunnel until someone breaks something again. Polished emerald. Alright, that's dead. Many snakes, many snakes. Mutated scales. Here we go, this is what I'm talking about. It's chain combat. Never hear the crossbows stop thwanging. I think sometimes there's people in that cage, I guess not this time. Can't remember for certain. Elixir of Spirit. Alright, that area is clear. Oh! I'm a scrub lord. Let's drink our double XP potion. Good timing, right before this big pack of mobs. Got a quest to turn in. We definitely got the XP potion active now. Captain John, I've killed the reanimator. Thank you. Alright. And this is the guy we teleported to town. He says thank you. Alright. She says, find my brother. I'm like, he's dead. Alright. Mrs. Fabric. And easy quest complete. The Spirit Guide. That was another thing that was a bit of a problem with the Pathfinder Kingmaker. Is there was the other characters that you meet that joined you, you can't control their skills and stuff from level 1, and they make a couple of really awful choices. So to replace them, you got to save up a few thousand gold and hire a mercenary, and then you miss out on all of the story by doing that. I think I've already got enough scrap. There we go. Nice. Alright, clear the cave. We're halfway through 68. Good level next. Fuck, that's so immature. I know. No GeForce. Don't install drivers right now. I'll let you do that later. Silly GeForce. And it would be so hot if there was a set of armor that lets you have multiple primal spirits. Like, I know there's one with multiple hellhounds and one with multiple prior thorns. Multiple primies, though? That would be the hotness. I actually lost a few skeletons there. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Polish Emerald? Haven't seen you in days, Polish Emeralds. It's good to see you. Alright. Need to go back down here. So what are y'all up to? Y'all playing any games of your own while you watch the stream? Or doing anything special? Just lurking? I know Chef drinks his Jameson and sometimes watches from the bathtub. Chef's like my token eccentric viewer. That's what I'm trying to say. The eccentric viewer. 2 hero units. Oh my. Oh, as soon as the spiders died, every one of my skeletons died. Ah. Battered shell. Alright, we're back up to max number of skeletons now. Oh, we got one of the, like, I call them the Death Knight skeletons. These tanky Revenant looking ones. Don't know his proper name. Could be Bob. I don't know. Slith Necklace. Hey, buddy, Fresh. Thank you for the lurk. I will add you to my list. I'll get you back when I can. Scavenge plating. Vyloth the Corruptor. And boss down. Nom 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 loot. I forget, is there a devotion in here? I guess not. Or either not at all or not on elite mode. Alright. Let's pop back to town. Tell old Barnabas that the well is clean. This house has been cleansed. Purified.
Well done.
Alright. And did I talk to this guy yet? Oh, I think I did. Alright. What kind of skill point? Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Call of the Grave. That's definitely worth at least 1 point, if not more. It's basically like casting Bloodlust on your pets. So let's move Call of the Grave there, and I can just use that all the time. And we'll put the crazy potion further down the row. Alright, what do you want, John Bourbon?
What am I you've proven yourself quite resourceful.
Oh wow, we've almost gotten a full level since logging in. I love all these rapid quest turn-ins. Relics are special items that can only be created by a skilled blacksmith. Can you go down that? Okay, that looked like it was a secret area. But I'm wrong. I'm a flat out wrong. Alright, so that with the faint blue skulls, that's the Call of the Grave. Just all the pets are supercharged while that's active. Hey! Slith necklaces! Level up. Okay. Let's see. For now, let's just push toward Blightburst. If I'm not going to get Master of Death, I'm not sure if I'm in a rush to get to 50. I think Blightburst is the next big thing. Mutated scales. What is that? Doesn't this get... Oh yeah, 55 health regen per second, so it does do some healing too. That's cool. Alright, let's clear the cave. That's where the good stuff is. Let's go spelunking. Now, Call of the Grave is a very strong candidate for just maxing the skill out. But it is definitely good as a one-pointer as well. It's damage, crit damage, vitality damage, poison damage, and health regen for all your pets. Now the Vite damage only helps the Skellies, and the poison damage is mainly the Blade Fiend, but everything else helps everybody. Well, that was easy. Alright, where were we at? We got 2 points unspent. Oh my god, Ishtak! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice. We have Ishtalk and a lot more health. Just to make sure it's active, I'm going to uncast and recast Primal Bond. Just to be absolutely sure. Bristly Fur. I'm definitely not safe on hardcore with this talk, but I feel so much safer. So much safer. Alright, that cave is cleansed. This house is cleansed. This place is purified. For once, I found myself not really caring what type of skeletons the skeletons are. Any of them are helpful right now. Sometimes in the past, I was trying, like, really hard to make sure they were all archers or stuff like that. There's the tree stump with all the loot. Don't think it's a quest per se, but there's a dying guy later on that's like, oh, I buried my treasure in the tree, and I'm like, I found it already. He's like, oh, I'm not good at hiding stuff, bleh, and dies. No. See a waypoint. Which one is this? Foggy Bank Rift. Foggy makes me think of Daredevil. Damn it, Foggy! Is there anything else I missed? What's going on here? Rotting Soldier? Oh. Cult people and undead fighting. That's what's going on here. Anyone home? Basement. Back to the dawn. Yeah, for today. There was a couple of different reasons. One was I hit some. The Pathfinder Kingmaker game just came out, and I hit some pretty major bugs with it. For example, it takes 3 minutes to open the game. There was a few glaring problems with it. You can play around them, but it was kind of frustrating. And I looked at the stats for my last few streams, and anytime I was hitting those things, just lots of people were leaving. And the end result is they were some of the lowest viewership rating numbers that I've seen in over a week. Both nights I played it. So for now, I'm going to put that on hold. I'm going to give them a couple days to work the kinks out of the game. Hopefully they'll do some patches. And probably on Saturday, I'll try it again during the day. But last Saturday, we did multiplayer Grim Dawn, and that was fun, so we might be doing that again. Empowered Apothecary's Injector. How's it going, Lucas? Hopefully you had a good Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday half the day, so my day got way better when I found out it was Thursday. Scavenge plate, scavenge plate. Going well, good day overall. That's good. Good, good, good indeed. Yeah, one of the big things is like, when I was level 2 in Pathfinder Kingmaker, I stumbled upon 2 Elder Fire Elementals, And it's like, elementals come in like small, medium, large, greater, elder, or something. It was basically like I was level 2, and I stumbled across 2 level 15 bosses. And they went and killed me. And I was just like, what the hell? What? And, you know, these things are like 30 feet tall fire elementals. So it's like, it said some message like, you know, there's monsters ahead. You wish to attack? And I was like, yeah. And then that's what they are. It never tells you if it's like a single bandit or elementals the size of giants. So there's no scouting information, which is weird for a Pathfinder game. And then, unfortunately, to back that up, to compound that problem, you can't run away from a battle. So it's like, there's an enemy, you have no idea what it is, and if you hit accept, you're stuck. And then you either can fight it or you reload the game. Which is kind of poor game design right there. Like, that one aspect is nothing like the Pathfinder game. The paper version, I mean. Alright, Heart's Amulet. He did. So we can tell his sister he did now. Let's see. Slay Julius. We haven't killed Ferris or Negon. I think one of those is back near the town. I probably just missed it. Well, there's your daily friendly reminder. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can click that link to see if you have a free Twitch Prime sub. Hey, Kemmer. Yeah, I was just explaining to them my reasoning. You playing Pathfinder is my first Switch Pathfinder game. Seemed interesting. Not sure if I'd be the kind of game I'd want to play, but interesting to watch. Yeah, it's very fun. I'm going to finish it. I might start over and change my classes a bit. But yeah, it is fun. I'm going to finish it. Just low viewership numbers and the small bugs with it, like, occasionally running into really insanely high. I also read a few... This isn't a bug. What I'm about to say is not a bug. It's a design choice. But there was a bunch of people on the forums also complaining about the difficulty. Like, I was playing on normal, and I was struggling a few times, and I knew how to play the game. Like, normal in that game should be, like, veteran D&D player. And then the higher levels are just, like, veteran D&D players that are also masochists. And some of the people were trying the higher levels, and the way that they did it is just like all enemies have plus 4 strength, 4 dex, just 4 to all stats. To put that into comparison, in those games, a normal human has 10 to all stats. So they basically, their hard mode is just all enemies have 14 instead of 10, or plus 4, which is insane. Like, the people trying those difficulties could not get out of the tutorial area without, like, reloading the game, like, 100 times. Yeah, Ron Dog, I am. I'm just talking about some beefs I've seen some people have on the forums. But yeah, it is an awesome game. It feels like it already, in its current version, feels to me like a way better version of Pillars of Eternity. Like I said, I might start over on Saturday. Like, during the day on Saturdays, I often, not always, have a lot of time to play games, but it has to be stuff I can pause and get up from because I have a kid. But I might start the game over on Saturday, make different choices, and try it out more. See if they do any patches. Brother told me people are upset about the difficulty. Yeah, Hobbit, we're talking about Pathfinder Kingmaker. But yeah, like the top guy on what's his, oh gosh, in the Twitch section for Pathfinder Kingmaker, there's a guy that's streaming it with like 1,500 people watching right now, and he's playing on hard mode. And it's like, I think it was like normal, hard, and then there's like 3 more difficulties. So he only went up by like one thing. And that was as high as he dared go. And it was very clear watching him play for a few minutes that he was a very veteran D&D type player. Like, he was like, engage a fight, pause the game, had every like member of the party cast buffs on the tank and move the tank forward. And just very, very fluid movements. Like, he knew what he was doing. Sounds sweet, though. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not giving up on it. I'm just taking a break. There was a cleric subclass I also had my own. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't like is, you know how when you meet someone in Divinity Original Sin, they're like, alright, now, how do you want me to fight? You want me on the front line or the back? And like, it's like, no matter what, this person is a member of the story. But you can choose what their spec is. In Pathfinder, you cannot choose the starting builds for the 5 other characters in your party, other than the one you made. And they make some really stupid decisions at the low levels. So it's like, for the high level play, it's near required to replace them with nameless mercenaries that you can custom, spec. But then if you do that, you don't get to see any of the story surrounding the other characters. So it's like you have to play on a lower difficulty to see the story, and on a higher difficulty, it's like a dead silent game because you're having to min-max stats. And again, that's not a bug, that's just a poor design choice. Like, it is kind of roleplay-ish to not be able to go back in time and change someone's talents. I get that. It's just like, it kind of pigeonholes you, and it's unfortunate. That's all. I think it's unfortunate. It's funny, though, I didn't know that Kingmaker was the name. It makes sense. I didn't know that Kingmaker was the actual name of a pen and paper module for the Pathfinder pen and paper game. Until I was trying to Google that, something I was stuck on the other night. And when I Googled it, I just kept finding results from 2010 with the paper module. I was like, oh, okay, I better not read this, because this is pretty much a spoiler for the whole adventure. So people that had actually played through that pen and paper adventure already know the whole plot of the game. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was having to be a bit careful when I first logged onto this character. After the 2-day break, I was like, alright, I gotta remember how to play this character real fast before I die. I bet they changed story enough for those pen and paper players. I'm not sure. Like, one of my problems for those that were watching me last night is I finished some quest. I finished a quest, and it was like, turn this into Jom. And I was like, oh my god. And I looked at my map, and I had been to like 30 locations. And I'm like, where the hell was Jom? I Google it, and it's like, Jom lives at the such and such inn. Like, the Motel 8. And I was like, oh, I've been to the Motel 8. Okay. And then I realized I was reading a description for where to put Jom in the pen and paper game. And I was like, oh, wow, that's dead on. Okay, well, hopefully he's in the same spot in the computer version. I'll find out. We summon our Prime's Call of the Grave to buff it. I mean, honestly, I'm sure that if they were really fans of that, Hurrytron, they would play it anyway, just to kind of experience it more. So one thing that was wild was looking at the other streamers that were playing the game, is they all had, like, different party members. Like, you remember how when I played it, Tartuccio tricked me, and then, like, 3 other people went off with him? I saw other people playing, and they had Tartuccio in the party, along with, like, the emo dwarf and the scythe lady. and the barbarian. It was like, I got the idea that you're gonna get 3 good characters or 3 evil ones. It's like you're either gonna get the barbarian, the bard, and the oh man, what was she? Oh, the fighter. Or you get the inquisitor, the wizard, and the emo dwarf. But there was some people that had like mixes of both, so I'm wondering if later on you get the people that betrayed you, you get them back, and then you convince them to join you or something. I don't know. And it may not be as simple as good and evil. Maybe some of them stuck with me because I made lawful or chaotic choices. Oh, getting surrounded. No, 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 no. You stay away. That guy was 75. I didn't realize that guy was 6 levels higher than me. This has been kind of a cakewalk up to this point until I stole that guy. Exalted stash. Totally worth coming over here for that. What you got? What you got? What about you, Kemmer God, if you're still in here? You told me you were going to get a copy. Did you pick up yours yet? Have you tried it out? Corpse dust. Resummon. Alright, we're back to full skeletons. Yo, that wasn't even a boss. That was just like a tanky skeleton with a shield. He was just that durable. Oh, that looks like a passable stairwell. Installed, but haven't loaded it yet. Gotcha. In here. Oh, we got an ambush from the rear. They came from behind. Oh my god. He's like healing? Alright, Primal just came back off cooldown. That should finish this. Ah! That was part of the problem. High Priest Rolderothus was a durable son of a gun sitting there. Alright. Metal Strongbox, Mortal Traveler, okay. Glad we came in this cave. Totally worth coming in here. One of my co-workers at work was showing me this new Path of Exile skill. Herald of something something. It's like every time you poison something, the first time you poison something, you get this big spider pet. And every time you poison something, the pet gets stronger. And so like, for AoE stuff, you just cast Poison Rain and AoEs everything down. And then the spider's kind of slow, but when it catches up, it kills all the bosses for him. But the spider has like a big scorpion stinger coming out of its butt. Like it's a cross between a spider and a scorpion. And I was like, oh man, show that to name of our arachnophobic coworker. I was like, I bet that'd be new nightmare fuel for him. Mutated scales. think there's usually a devotion right there. And this is the boss of the very first wave in the Crucible. La 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 la. A couple crafting mats, not bad, not bad. 75 reputation with the Coven of Udinbog. They don't like that rock guy. Alright. Hey, Mr. Blacksmith. Won't you turn that hammer up? Searing Ember. Oh, we need to go down that way to do the cult hideout. Just thinking about doing the Grim Dawn multiplayer Saturday again, where I make myself available to play multiplayer with anybody if they wish to, if anybody is interested in that. Last Saturday I ended up just playing solo for about half the stream, and then had to take her, and we ended up beating the whole Elite Crucible, like the entire thing. He died on the last wave, made me solo the damn thing, but I did. I did it. That character still has 0 deaths. Strange key. I got lucky. It's such a chore if you come through here and 0 strange keys drop. Then you have to come back here way later. Misclicked. Resummon some skeletons. Was not necessary. Let's see what's in here. Scavenge plate. Bunch of zealots. We got a boss coming up here. Hopefully I don't just get smashed on hardcore mode. That would be awful. Odran Daroth. He's got that Transylvanian R. Dran. Dracula. I saw a YouTube video today, and it was like a little snippet of apparently recently on Jeopardy, some contestants were playing, obviously, and they got to the point where the only category left was video games, and so then they had to go down the whole category in a row, and they ended up getting like every single question wrong. It was like, what type of bird do you ride in the old game Joust? And then they made like a reference to Warhammer, and they were like, what game is this? And the guy's like, what is Dragon Age? Oh, and then there was when they were like, this something Infinity game features characters from franchises such as The Incredibles, which, you know, the answer is Disney's Infinity. And someone's like, Pixar, and lost $1,000. Hey, Zab the Cabot, how's it going? You have been busy on the Facebook with your graphical enterprises. Trying to push that new business? So you can buy more swords? Also, that boss was super easy. I just like killed him while carrying on a conversation. That was not much. That was not much is what that was. Another exalted stash. I got another blue. Ah, Mr. President, tear down this door. Alright. Let's see, scrap, a green. Alright, let's go liquidate this stuff. Yeah, Zab the Cabot there, I visited her stream once, and she has a ridiculous amount of bladed objects in her collection. When I finally thought she was done showing me said bladed objects, she's like, oh, and there's this, and she turns the camera, and there's a scythe. Like a full-blown freaking scythe above her monitor, and I'm just like, having seen the Final Destination movies, I know that if Death's after her, he's just gonna like make a small earthquake, and that's all that's gonna need to happen. Hey, Stinky Ferret, how's it going? Amulet plus 1 to raise skeletons, 6% attack speed. Oh no, this does not hold a candle to my current amulet. These boots, though, those are really good. New boots. Don't need. Save that. I need the cooldown reduction. That's very important. Don't need that. And don't need that. Hang on one sec, let me see if I can... Nope, still there. Okay. Got a small graphical glitch on my side. It's not showing up on the stream, but I was trying to see if I could clear it up. Don't need. Don't. No. No, I don't need a healing gun. That's just weird. No. 12, 16. Is this a straight upgrade to the boots I just put on? Yeah, it is. Wow. Those didn't last long, did they? Good, start the new job tomorrow. Woo! And I got my conjure to 100. Oh, snap! What's your new job, if you don't mind my asking? And forgive me if I've asked before. I'm trying to remember. Someone was telling me yesterday about how they were going to be a park ranger. Was that you? Or am I close? Maybe you were going to steal picnic baskets and I was just thinking of park ranger. Alright. Tell this lady, hey, your brother's dead. Oh no, sorry. Places to go. You have, but I tell you anyway, I'm going to be an account clerk. You are not the park ranger. I do remember the account clerk, though. Yes, okay. Let's see. Sell this stuff. Boop. Oh. 5 items there. Alright. I wonder if it is time to attempt to spec out of skeletons and into multiple blight fiends. Let me see, 6, that's 28. Oh, they all just desummoned. Oh wait, does the cost increase each time? Alright, hold on. So that's, let's see, 15. Yeah, I could do it now. Alright, let's try this out. Oh, damn it. Alright. We're gonna try moving the skeleton points all over to multiple Blight Fiends and see what that does. Alright, and that. Let's see what that does. So now, lives for 12 seconds as a 6-second recharge. So if I do this... Alright. So it should be like about to summon the third when the next one comes out. It's a shame that I have to pause to summon it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try putting this here. And go back to Burwich Outskirts. Now I gotta farm recipes, materials, and items for the Conjurer. Sorry, see, 0 for 3 on ice. I've had a bad streak. Alright, that was Blight Burst, which is awesome. So I have to kind of stutter. So this is interesting. So playing like this, I don't care if the Blight Fiends die, because they're going to time out and they're constantly being replaced. I do not care about their hit points. And because there's more than one of them, they can all cast Blight Burst. So I may need to put these leftover points into Briarthorn, because he's my only permanent pet now. I don't know. This is just an idea. I mean, if I can, I want even more cooldown reduction. Alright. But the fact that they're constantly dying, they're triggering their death rattle. And... oh, Jesus, I didn't mean to do that. There's multiple of them to trigger the Blight Burst, and there's multiple stink clouds running around. So in some cases, that's going to be way more damage than the skeletons, and others, it could be arguably less damage than the skeletons. Okay, we've convinced him to join us. How's our XP potion? It's still going. Yeah, let's do... for now, let's put those points there. Because we've only got one perma-pet now. See, it doesn't even show me their health bar up there. They're like the skeletons. Yeah, I feel like that little tussle would have been faster with the skeletons. But they aren't max yet. The Blight Fiend. And I have to hit it as soon as it's off cooldown, because it's like how many Blight Fiends I have in the current fight is based off what I did 6 to 10 seconds ago. Well, it's nice to see that my mana is not really a problem. That was a concern. Lots of poison. Just the whole lots of poison. Wonder if Tainted Eruption procs at the Blight Fiend or you. That could be really nice. Tainted Eruption? Is that a... Is that a devotion? From the Abomination constellation far left. Hey, Care, I'm doing great, man. I thought it was Wednesday all day. I just found out it's Thursday, so I'm fantastic. Being dumb makes me happy. I just tried out trading all my skeletons for multiple Blight Fiends. We're seeing how this is going. That was a good Blight Burst there. Now, one thing I'm noticing is as soon as I summon them, they stop moving to cast this for like 2 seconds. I wonder if I should take that talent out. I like it, but I don't like that they just stand there to cast it. Right there. See, when there's a bunch of little mobs and they do like a Blight Burst, it's way faster clear time than the skeletons. When it's like just a couple of tougher things, I'm not sure. But then again, if they're stacking up their poison on the target, because like poisons stack if they're from different sources. If I keep replacing the Blight Fiend, then it's a newer source over and over, so the damage stacks with the old poison still there, or it should. Based on my knowledge of this game's mechanics, that is how it should work. Okay. I guess there'd be a somewhat significant damage reduction without skellies, right? I'm not sure. I mean, there's so much poison everywhere. Like right there during the last few seconds of that fight, yeah. You know, if I had 8 skeletal archers, they would have killed it so fast. But when there's 100 targets on the screen, this is way faster damage. Also, less maintenance. Like, you know, the skellies would die all the time. These, it doesn't matter if they die because I'm constantly replacing them. So, that's a small pro. See, right there. One of them went pop Blight Burst and it cleared the whole pack instantly. Like, none of the skelly stuff could match that. So it's a situational thing, apparently. Oh, hey. Unmarked cave. Oh, is this the big boy that's always OP? Yeah, I think he is. Hey, big boy. That's not bad. That's a 72 bot. That's not bad. I mean, I'm sure there's faster specs, but this might be worth trying for a while. Because it's like they have poison around them from the fumes, poison auto attack, poison Blight Burst explosion, and poison death damage. So it's like each one of them can apply 4 massive dots and then is replaced by the next one. They're like, shift change. Tag in. See, just as auto attack does 4,000 over 5 after the last attack. Rotting Fumes. Maybe I should level that up. And I need if I can get more cooldown reduction, I can have 3 of these out. Right now, I'm capping at 2. Also, they have a high threat move. So, you notice that boss we just fought never tried to run past them and come to me? It was like I had 3 tanks spamming taunt. So that's definitely a plus. That could be good for the, what is it called? Crucible? That could be good for the Crucible. Come on, do a burst. Do a burst! Hey! There we go. I'm hardly having to use Wendigo Totem now at all without the Skellies. They needed that thing like a crutch. I guess do you think it's for endgame or for leveling? It looks quite comfy to play. I'm not sure. This was an idea. I've done no research on this, and I like how it's looking so far. Basically, by stacking cooldown reduction, I can have Primal Spirit up more often, which is the strongest pet in the game. And then, when I saw this, I was like, wait, more cooldown reduction would mean more Blight Fiends. So, if I put a ton of points in here, this row, the value of those points is multiplied by 2 or 3, depending on how many I can get out. It's like right now, this brief moment here when there was just like the boss left. Oh, purple. When there was just those 2 spider bosses left, I bet skeletons would have been faster. But it was fine. I've said it before, I don't mind playing a slow, you know, guaranteed to win build. Like a bulldozer. Alright, let's go in the basement. I know this is going to cut into Burwitch. I'm pleasantly surprised that I'm not having to worry about mana at all. I thought I would. I'm trying to get used to these new button presses I'm doing. So I haven't been casting Wind Devil since I started this. Yeah. You know, I should change these hotkeys. This is a little uncomfortable. Or it doesn't feel right. Having my rarely clicked button as 3 and my spam click as 5. By the way, your mouse cursor seems to be off-center from what you're hovering over, only in the menus, though. Is it doing that again? That would make this, out of over 100 streams, that would make this, I think, the 5th time that's happened, and it only happens when I stream Grim Dawn. I don't know why. It's something about streaming Grim Dawn. If I had to pick a bug, that's not a bad one, but it is a shame. Other than relaunching the whole stream, I don't know of a way to fix it, so it's just going to be that way for the rest of tonight. It's not worth restarting the stream over. Alright, let's... This is Wind Devil. We'll see if we have the mana to do Blight Fiend summoning and Wind Devils and Call of the Grave and Primal Spirit summoning. They're pulling aggro. Having all these tanks, nothing's coming at me. That's awesome. That is very awesome that nothing is coming my way. Oh, is that the higher level version of what the neck I'm wearing right now? I'm happy. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that, guys. Look at that! Yes. Alright. We're going to go put a component on that right now. Yeah, here, watch this, look. So, I'm moving. I just clicked Summon Briarthorn. It doesn't stop me at all. But now I'm moving. I clicked summon Blightfiend, it does stop you. There's some summons, primal, so the shaman ones do not stop you, but all of the necro ones do stop you, which kind of sucks if you're having to kite.
Have you found a good one?
Just an observation, not a huge thing. Your Dropbox is almost full. Alright, we got our blacksmith. Oh, it's a good thing we just got our blacksmith, because I came here for a black tallow. Okay. Black tallow. Riftstone. I need 3 riftstones. So I have to make 9 of these. Let's see if my math is correct. Crap, where did it go? Ah, where did the candle go? There it is. There it is. Alright, let's put the chair's about to fall out from under me. Let's put the old amulet in here, just in case this character dies, because it was amazing. Oh, I didn't have to strip the component off. Is that augments? You can leave components on it? Oh yeah, because there's one with purified salt. Okay. Oh, the Corruptor's Mask is now usable, y'all. Lots of health. The same cooldown reduction. Boost of Ray Skeletons and Bone Harvest, which I no longer care about. But lots of elemental resistance. Lots of health and pet damage. Yeah, okay, we'll wear that. Wait. As soon as I took this off. Look, as soon as I took this helmet off, I can no longer wear that helmet. Okay, another time. Arcane Harmony pants, some Arcanist stuff. Throw that in there. Alright. Let's put these oh, bloody hell. You're the wrong tab. Bloody hell. You know, I never used to say bloody hell until I read the Dresden books. I don't know if anyone else here has read those. They're fantastic fantasy novels. It's about like a wizard in Chicago. But he says bloody hell a lot when he gets upset. And then I like picked it up from that. Let's see. Okay, our tabs are good. Well, you're going to see it pause for just a second here. And go. Okay. You guys can't see it. I've got... You know how on in chat, if you mouse over like the little blue crown next to Care, oh my god's name, it says Twitch Prime. I've got a little box in the middle of my screen right here that says Twitch Prime. As if I moused over that in the middle of Grim Dawn somehow. And fortunately, it's not on the screen, the stream, but I have no idea why that's sitting there. Okay. Oh, wait, we get more XP if we talk to Ulgrim. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, where were Pharos and Negan? I think one of them's right there. Where did I leave off? Was it Burwich Village waypoint? Yeah, it was. I had just followed all the waves there. Let's see. Nothing attacking you because no... yeah, the curse is high aggro, yes. But with the skeletons, I was having mobs chase me down. I think it might be for summons with more than one capacity. Just tested and cultist summons don't stop you either, but Hysteria Relic does. Interesting. Hysteria, is that the crab? Is that Kyle the crab? Shield Steel. Cold crab, okay. Yeah, it's most notable when you're running for your life from some big mob like Chupacabra and then trying to throw summons behind you when it stops you. And then you're like, no, don't stop! Oh, wow, that... See, that Blight Burst? That even killed stuff up here. That was hot. Alright, I remember there was a cave up here on the left with something or another. Oh. Oh, I just passed the cave. I'll go back in a sec. Fabric. It's kind of cool when their splash damage also is like breaking nearby objects that are breakable. Just eye candy. Vicious Jawbone. I feel like this would be like a dot pet build, because my pets are still doing bleeds from the Shaman Primal Bond, but now I've also just got all these different poisons. Dot him up. Scrap. Empowered Tainted Blade of Nirval. My life, Ner'zhul. It's getting hot in here. This is my chance to be like, hello, neighbor. How are you doing today? I believe in you, neighbor. Here comes the trolley. As I take off my sweater. That's actually my Twitch hoodie. It's got the Twitch logo on it. I have an uncle of mine went to PAX and sent that to me.
That skill's not ready.
Alright. Fabric number 2. And fabric number 3. That's a quest. That's a chunk of XP. Oh, speaking of XP, our potion wore off. Drink another one. Oh my gosh, that guy ragdolled completely out of the house. See, right there. When they just start a fight with Blight Burst, there's nothing the skeletons can do to compare with that when they choose to do that. Because that hits like everything on the screen. Scavenge plate. Did they break open objects in a different room? Like, there was no line of sight there. That's interesting. I wonder if Blight Burst doesn't obey line of sight rules. Ooh, what do we have here? Tear down is wow. Let's say scrap. Yeah, blow it up. How much dynamite do I still have? 15. A blue item, Manticore Eye. Yeah, one memory I have of this Bramblewood Amulet is the first time I got it, I was playing my Conjurer, and it was literally during my birthday stream. And I got this. And it's like lightning damage. I was using Maelstrom at the time. Health, poison and acid resist, max resistances, pierce, retaliation, okay, whatever. +1 to all shaman skills. That was huge. And pet damage. It was like everything I would want. And I was like, oh my god, is it my birthday? And then I'm like, oh, wait, yes, it is my birthday. Thank you, Grim Dawn, for wishing me a happy birthday. So when I see that amulet, I think of my birthday. Okay, now it says Twitch Prime on her boobs. Why? It finally moved, and now it says it up there. Why is it doing that? I'm glad it's not on the stream, but I have no idea why this is happening. Good night, Kemmer. If you're driving, drive safe. Okay, lots of good loot from that shrine.
Yeah.
Empowered Twilight Signet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if this build doesn't work out, I can always just switch the Blight Fiend points back to Skeleton points. Ain't no big thing. Oh, whoops. I missed the apprentice. She's back here. I'm coming to save you eventually. Rift portal. Ow. Alright, back this way. 41% physical resistance. Are you playing the Conjurer? Oh, you told me to check out that Abomination devotion. Hang on. You said it was south? Is this it? That's Affliction. Did you say south earlier? Hold on, I'm gonna scroll up and read what you said. Oh no, Abomination Constellation far left. Oh, I don't know if I can go far left. Abomination. 100% chance on enemy death. Converts your damage to chaos. I don't care about that. Tainted Eruption, 15% chance on attack. Just to do a lot of poison damage and a confusion. That can go on Blight Fiend. That would be funny on skeletons, honestly. But that takes a lot of green and red, which I have like none of. I still don't have anything for that. Figure out where to go from here. Don't know. When I was Raven, the next thing I went for was Elemental Storm. It's a tough call because the Blight Fiends don't, like, they don't swing very fast. They, like, swing, then they vomit, then they swing, then they do an explosion, then they buff up with their gas, then they swing, and then they despawn and there's a new one. So it's not like they're swinging their weapon really rapidly. So it would take a very unique constellation to really take advantage of whatever the hell they're doing. 25% chance when hit. Nah, I don't need that. What is there? It's 20% chance when hit. I wish you could put it on like when pet is hit. 25% chance on attack. Busts your armor. 100% chance of 45%. When it goes 100% chance on attack to do 500 vitality damage, 33% of attack damage converted to health. Yo, can that go on skeleton? Wow! 15% chance on attack just to do half a K vitality damage? And heal you? Oh, 4-second duration? It's like a dot? Wow, that would be fun to try on skeletons. That right there. What's the percent? 15% chance. Not crazy high, but still. Okay. I'll have to think more on that later. I don't have a definitive choice right now. You probably want to go green and red if you want to try Poison Pets for Manticore or Murmur Constellations. Or is there anything on the tree that gives just cooldown reduction other than the big hourglass thing at the top left? Because that's not what I want. Let me see. Third soul. You're saying check out Manticore or Murmur constellations? I know what a Manticore looks like. Here's Manticore. 50% chance on attack to do acid spray. Does acid... Oh, reduces their resistances. That's kind of cool. Bonus to pet. Oh, 60% to pet poison damage. You had me at poison damage. Okay, that's hot. 6 green. The Scorpion gives, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it would take 1 green to get there. 6. That's 6 points. That would finish at 44. Yeah, I'd still have plenty. Okay, for now, we'll start working toward Manticore. Can always change that if I change my mind. Probably put the Manticore constellation on the Manticore summon. The Manticore summon auto attacks really fast. The Blight Fiend does not. Again, because he switches between his different types of attacks. It's like he's casting spells half the time. Murmur is right next to it. Is that the Whisper one? Yeah. Oh wait, Rumor? No. Did you mean Rumor? Harvestman Scythe. You must have meant... Oh, Murmur's the name of the lady. Rumor... It does go on pets. Cold Acid, reduced offense, reduced resistances. This reduces their resistances by more. Okay, so yeah, not bad, but... So it seems like when their Blight Burst crits, it's like the same damage as when the Manticore crits, which is like 17, 18k at my level 70 right now.
That skill's not ready.
I know there's a couple of fake walls in here, so I'm trying to keep an eye out for those. Look at that! They just cleared like 20 zombies of a Blight Burst! That's so good! So good! The resist reduction stacks and rumor spreads like bloody pox. Oh, that's cool. Hey, level 71 hardcore ritualist. Still no deaths ever in hardcore. Alright, so at this point... Look at that. Look, a new wave of undead was coming out of the ground, and they did a Blight Burst. Just instantly killed like 15 mobs. I'm telling you, when they time those right, it is so much damage at once. So things that I would consider right now. I don't need that. Leveling up the Briarthorn, because it's kind of our permanent pet right now, our only permanent pet. Or leveling up Rotting Fumes, which just does damage all around every single Blight Fiend every second, and reduces their defense, their fumble, and their aim. Oh, and the range goes... Okay. I gotta do that. If every single pet is generating a death cloud around them that keeps getting larger every point I spend on this, that seems too good for what I'm doing right now. I might try this build too much. You're giving me too many ideas. I'm relapsing on alcoholism. Well, all of mine are going to be related to pets, my friend. In that aspect, you could say I'm a one-trick pony, or I'm a one-love pony in these games. Nice to meet a fellow fan of the summoning arts, Mr. Ferret. I mean, again, this build might suck later, but I like the idea. With stuff like this, I like not looking up to see if it's already been tried and is bad. Not because I want to claim that I was the first who did it, just because I don't want to be ruined and just have something like, oh yeah, that gets up to level 162 and the Gladiator's Crucible, and after that it really tapers off. Just everything pulls ahead of that because of the damage to ratios and math. Yeah. I mean, even if it's true, I want to live in ignorance right now and try my creativity. Ah, the poison room. You are now hated with ethereals. Ooh, boy. By the way, negative reps are very cool in this game. Off the top of my head, I can only think of one other game that had negative reputations. And that's EverQuest, and that's like from 20 years ago. $13K. God. What is the damage of... Oh, hold on. Alright, the damage of Blight Burst. It does 2,500 acid, 1,100 vitality, and then 4,100 poison, and confuses them for 2 seconds. That's Blight Burst. And if I can somehow squeeze out a little bit more cooldown reduction, I'll be able to potentially have 3 of these things out at once, which all of a sudden my Blight Fiend damage will go up by 50%. Got the perfect currency name for you. My currency already has the perfect name, you dirty boy. I'm quite proud of the name of my currency. Now my emotes, on the other hand, my emotes are both a mixture of, like, pride and embarrassment. I didn't know you could feel those two feelings at the same time until I made those emotes. Hidden spoils. Nice, nice, nice.
That skill's not ready.
Again, that whole path got cleared. Are they fighting each other down here? There's some weird fights going on. So many blight bursts. What do you want? Purified salt. Alright, let's go have the blacksmith swing his hammer and make salt. What's wrong with muckcocks? There's lots wrong with muckcocks. Someone new here that might not realize that it was Hobbit's terrible idea, not mine, might think that I'm trying to offend the viewers. We can't have that. God, can you imagine? I am Muck, and these are my muckcocks. Enjoy. Oh, we can turn in the fabric quest at the same time. Alright, buddy, I need you to swing your hammer and make some salt. Purified salt, here we go. I just need... Oh, nice, I only have to make one. Yep, there's that. I still have the XP potion going, good. I'm offended. See that? You've already triggered Stinky. Damn it. Good prize. That amused me greatly during Pathfinder yesterday. I went up to some merchant and someone in chat was like, but does he have a good price? P-R-O-I-C-E. Alright, let me see this. So if I get the scorpion for 5 more green... Yeah, that will allow me access to both Murmur and Manticore if I want to try that. Alright. Nice Blight Burst. Oh, that was like 15 kills. I'm telling you, it's like, oh man, skeletons would have been more damage right there. Oh, never mind. They just cleared the room. So, I found out that Muckluck was a boot years after I started using the name. But yes, it's like a shoe. Or that's one of the definitions, at least. I would totally get a pair of Mucklucks just for the name. But it's kind of become like a girly shoe. I don't think I've ever met a male that had mucklucks. Oh, damn it, I started to say muckcucks, Hobbit. You're messing me up. Ether crystal. Like, the original... When I originally came up with the name, David, I had just been lured into the game EverQuest. And I wanted to make a troll character. And I was like, well, what's a troll-like name? I didn't know what to name my character. And I made, like, a character named, like, ABC123 or something. And I logged in and I looked around at the troll NPCs in town. And there was like, Grugwub and... Mugwump and stuff like that, and I at the time thought I was making up a word, and I made Muckluck. I thought I was making up a word, and I used that as my video game name for years after that. And then someone was like, you know, I think Muckluck's a shoe, right? I was like, no, I don't think so. And they're like, yeah, I think it's a shoe. And I Google it, and I'm like, it's a fucking shoe. And then someone else was like, yeah, I think that's a word for like an Eskimo hero. And then so 1 year someone was like, yeah, that's whale blubber. And I was like, Jesus. And then there was a episode of The Simpsons that came out, and apparently Krusty the Clown had this one-liner in that episode where he goes, comedy isn't about using dirty words, it's about using words that sound dirty, like muckluck. And the next day, after that episode came out, everyone's like, oh, LOL, you saw that episode of The Simpsons and changed your name. And I was like, no, I've been using this name. In games where Muckluck is taken, I often shorten it to just Muck, because I'm used to answering to it. And inevitably, people will message me and be like, do you like Pokemon? And I'm like, yes, but that's not why I named it this. Although I don't think I've played a Pokemon game since Diamond and Pearl. Searing Ember. Oh, that's worth going back for. Lore page and a crafting mat. And it's from the Polish? Gobs have given up. Do y'all dare do another heist tonight? After that last one?
Yeah.
Wonder what other inventory slots I can get cooldown reduction on. It's always on like caster offhands, and I sometimes see like 4% on a hat. I don't know where else I can squeeze some more out. If anybody has spotted it on any other items, let me know and I'll keep an eye out. Now, I will say if there's a lot of scattered mobs around the screen and they're not in the middle of casting Blight Burst, then I miss the skeleton archers with their just pinpoint accuracy all over the screen. But I'm still liking this because I feel like I came up with something, even if I didn't. I feel like I came up with this and I'm enjoying the novelty of it. Alright, are we at the big bad boss? I think we are. Alright, our temporary tanks are holding aggro. God, they died so fast. My true power! Oh, get off me, dude. I think the Blight Fiend that was tanking timed out. Oh, actually aggroed him. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. I wonder if the... What is this? 23% chance of impaired aim from Wind Devil. I wonder if that stacks with the 15% chance of impaired aim from Rotting Fumes and the 15% chance of fumble attacks from Rotting Fumes. That might explain why he swung at me and like nothing happened. So I have lots and lots of chances for the guy to be like, it smells so bad. I think he injects himself with roids when he says that. So he's Bane. We own the prison, and this gives you power over me. You logged into the Grim Dawn. I was born in it, molded by it. Alright. Alright, let's sell the current stuff. Hey, chef! Ready with your hot tub and Jameson? My ever-relaxed friend. Empowered Salt Core Bolter. Ugh. Oh! It's the same thing I'm wearing right now. But slightly worse rolls. I'll throw it in the stash. The moment I stop treating this game like I might potentially die is when I'm going to potentially die, I freaking promise you. Dude, do I just need to spend some points in Spirit? I've been waiting so long to get there. Fun fact number 4, I had my hemorrhoids cut off. Jesus. Oh, I need to talk to Captain John. Well, I hope they never came back, Chef.
The Warden's defeat is a great victory for us.
I know very little about hemorrhoids, because I've never had to deal with that problem. I only know about it from comic books, where, like, they kick some guy in the butt, or the balls as, like, a comedy gag, and he's, like, crying, and they're like, oh my god, he had hemorrhoids.
Ah, there you are. Yes, at once. Do not open, of course.
As he blows up the dynamite sticks in my face. Alright. Oh, I'd finished a bounty. I'll have to turn that in later. Finally got Primal Spirit for my Conjurer. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you treat him well. Oh my goodness. Taunt him off me. There, well, that works. Blight Nova killed everybody. Got the recipe, but don't have recipes for its requirements. I have had that problem. When I wanted to make the Dirge of Arcovia, I had that problem a lot. I always have to read that carefully and stop talking, because the one time I just tried to click through it quick, I had the man burn his whole family to the ground. Kaiman Scripture, first passage. We are all crazy lunatics. Send us money. We'll call it tithing. There's also multiple times I had to make a haunt relic for some other item stinky, and then I'd have to go farm for spectral longswords before I knew to actually hang on to those. That was also awful. Track down this partner of yours. There's something in a cave back here. There we go. Ah, yes, Devotion Shrine. As well as other goodies. I'm just gonna trigger it now. I do like to live dangerously. Come on, someone explode. Boom! There we go. The more mobs we can survive having swing at us, the more value we get out of those blight bursts. It's like, when it crits, it does the damage that the Primal Spirit does, but one time to the whole screen. See, our XP potion's still going. So we're still free to keep running around this way. Exalted Stash. Who's this? Barrows Raidlith the Bandit Lord. He's dead now. Almost gone full circle in this cave. A lot of XP in here. Definitely worth doing it. Plus the Devotion Shrine. Dude, I'm just imagining, like, I'm making all these monstrous creations which are exploding and dying and leaving, like, gastric juices all over the ground in my wake. Like, there's just a trail of poison people chunks leading to wherever I am. I bet it smells real bad. Oh, ambush. Level 72. Trying to ambush me? You only make me stronger. I might start leveling in alt. ... Oh, stinky. Never change. See, if I made alts too often, I think, as the streamer, I might lose some people's attention. If I did that too much. It's like I'd be a weird version of a variety streamer where I only played one game, but I always played a different character. I'm a variety character streamer. I'm a rogue one day and a priest the next, and so on and so on. Can I get a blight burst? Oh, that was a goodie. That was a good one. That was at least 20 targets there, all those skeletons and zombies. Did I miss the... I did. His wagon's down there. Hold on. Let's get this waypoint. Let's go down here. I missed the dude with the daughter that got attacked. Right here. Here we go. 8,000 XP! Alright, what do we got here? Search for the Elder. The dynamite. I can do these things. I'm a strong, independent, cis, scum white man. I can handle your task. Let's get the Elder first. Oh, I just saw a 20,000 from somebody. That's nice. corpse does. Ooh, that was a good hit. Like 14k crit to everybody. Alright, we got the item.
I got the goods. I got the goods if you got the stuff. I got the stuff if you got the goods. Show me the stuff, not before you show me the goods.
Well, Stinky, this is fun and all, but until I see it at higher levels, Conjurer's still my current favorite, because it is very solid. Like, you saw how much physical resistance you already had. Like, that's so cool. This character has... not that much. Royal Jelly. I do love Conjurer. Of course, you did say you got it to 100, so I mean, you can play whatever you wanted at that point. You've earned it. Oh, Nicholas Balthazar. Polished Emerald. Searing Ember. My Conjurer is godly. Oh, dark with the modesty. We just self-found gear on seeing a price for 50k plus. Yep. Royal Jelly. Lots of free agents here. Yeah, I need more ways to get cooldown reduction. I got 16 from my offhand and 4 from my really crappy hat. I'm only keeping it because of the cooldown reduction. I gotta find more items that have CDR on it. Alright, let's go use the dynamite up here and then go down and we can turn in all the quests at once. Rift Snout the Void Touch. Recipe, Bloodbound Ointment. What is that? Chaos Resistance, cool. Good to get another ointment in Hardcore. Do you have the recipe for the mythical circlet of the Great Serpent? I would have to check. It doesn't ring a bell. But it's not something that I can remember, like, being on the lookout for. Okay. Oh, I've got some skill points. Alright, let's do... Yeah, the radius keeps getting larger. That's crazy. That's like... exponential growth in a small way. Because the damage is going up and the radius of it is going up and the enemy's defense is going down. We're yelling timber. it'll help a lot with your Blight Fiend cooldown if you get it. Mythical Circlet of the Great Serpent. I will have to take a look at that. Oh, hang on just a second. Can you... Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. What? Chef, I do not understand the metaphor that just came out of your face. Did you quit playing Pathfinder? I did not. I was taking a break from it. I hit a lot of bugs with the game, and just taking a break, really. I'm probably going to do this today and tomorrow, and then on Saturday during the day, when I'm not streaming, I'm going to try it again and see if the bugs have been worked out. I'm hoping they patch them, and I might restart. I'm not sure. But some of it is, some of my qualms with the game are actual bugs, and some of my qualms with the game are like design choices from someone who's played the Pathfinder pen and paper game. And it's like, really? That's what they're making you do here? There was a big patch today, fixing the bugs that were communicated. That's good. That's good to hear. I did not know that they did that. That is awesome to hear that they did that. So, if there was a big patch already, maybe I'll try it tomorrow. We will see. But I am not done with it. Just doing more of my Grim Dawn tonight.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, some of the stuff, though, that I had qualms with, which was more like design choices, was like, when you're traveling on the big map, and it's like, a creature jumps into the front of you in the road. Do you wish to attack or try to evade? It doesn't tell you what the creature is, and there is no way to find out. So you hit attack, and then this literally happened to me. I'm not making up this example. 20-foot tall Elder Fire Elemental. Something that's like level 16 or something. I'm level 2. It went full party wipe. What? Like, okay, you couldn't have told me on the main screen that I was looking at a 20-foot tall fire giant and not like a wolf or a bandit? Like, come on, it's Pathfinder. Like, when I'm on a level, it lets me stealth someone and scout ahead. But if I'm on the big map, there's no scouting ahead. You can't, like, do reconnaissance. And when you get into a fight, there is no runaway button. So, like, you land one of these insanely over-leveled encounters, the only option is reload the game. I find that to be a very poor design choice. And during our last stream, I ran into 2 Elder Fire Elementals. I ran into 1 Greater Weir Tiger, and then later on another 1 Greater Weir Tiger. So that's 3 times we got party wiped and I had to reload the game because of just insanely over-leveled things that just popped up in the road in front of me. And I was just like, well, okay, that's really shitty. So, that's not a bug, that was a design choice. I just think it was a really terrible one. Also, the characters that join you in your adventure, the ones that you don't create at level 1, those characters make some really terrible decisions at level 1 for what stats they want. Skills, feats, stats, classes, stuff like that. So most of the people playing the higher difficulties of the game, the first thing they do is they save up a lot of money, and then they fire those people and they hire nameless mercenaries, and they design them from level 1 to be better. And then they take those mercenaries and they play the whole game, but because those mercenaries don't have like a story, it's like they're playing the whole game in silence. But you have to do that to play the higher difficulties. And again, I think that's a poor design choice. In Divinity Original Sin 2, when you first run into the other characters and you agree to take them with you, they're like, all right, now when we get in a fight, where do you want me? And then they're like, do you want me in the front or in the back? And you basically get a screen and then you get to design them from level 1. And I think that's how it should be. Again, that's just a personal choice. It makes complete sense if you're really sticking with role-playing that you can't go back in time and change someone's spec, but it's unfortunate that you have to abandon all those characters if you're going to try the hard mode of the game. Oops, cast one too many Wendigos there. The fight was already over. What if they make fake changes listening to players? Yeah, I was thinking about some derpy things, like having a tank, a healer, a bard, and then like 3 druids with bear companions. So you have like 3 effing bears in your party. That was one of my ideas. Another idea I had, and I'm not sure if you could pull this off because of the alignment thing, is if you had like 3 good clerics and 3 evil clerics. So you had like 35 channel energies per day, and 3 of the, you know, like 20 of them were healing and 15 of them were damage everything around you. I don't know if it'd work, but it's a fun thought. Should have used pet attack on that. I'm out of it right now. Yeah, I really like the idea of having 3 druids with 3 bears in the party, and then you've got like a 9-man party, and the bears are all melee damage if you need it, and then the druids can do caster damage if you need it. Oh, that was so good. He moved forward and got everybody. That blight burst he just did. Dravko the Torch. So some of this stuff is at level 71, which is 1 level lower than me. Because I did get an insane amount of levels for the normal mode game. And that might be having an effect on us right now. Oh, I never clicked Stinky's link. Hang on just a second. I'm opening that right now. Don't be porn. Don't be porn. It's taking a long time to load this Grim Tools database. Whoa. Yo, stay away from me. Mr. Will Ferrell. There we go. Plus 1 to Shaman, 2 to Blight Fiend, 1 to Primal Bond, -4 second skill recharge to summon Blight Fiend. Oh my god! Yes! That would be amazing. -4 second recharge, and I'm spamming it? Right now it's a 6 second recharge. That would take it down to 2! That would make it so easy to have 3 of them out at a time. Yeah, I'll buy one of those. Oh, another thing I saw, if you're still here, Grind, was, this was something I used to do in the pen and paper game. Take a cleric, so you've got channel energy. Take their domain and pick the animal domain, and then they get a druid pet. Pick the feat boon companion, and then their druid pet catches up to them in level and becomes just as strong as a normal druid's pet. And then you've got a cleric with the healing powers of a cleric with the animal companion strength of a druid. And it works in the game, the computer game. That was because I love pets, I used to look up all the different ways I could do it, and that method works in Neverwinter Nights, and it works in this game. There was also a subclass of cleric where they could summon these little... It's like you could turn unused cleric spells into summon monster spells and call forth small, like, angelic things to help you or something. It was like a cleric summoner. And then do that and pick animal domain. And you'd have a weak pet to level 4, and then it would be a pet just as strong as any druid one after level 4. So I guess if you had a cleric with that setup, and 3 druids, and then a bard and a tank, you could have 4 bears. Or elks, or whatever. That was a good blight. Oh, Moneybags Martin, you're dying so fast! Oh my goodness. Moneybags Martin, I knew thee well. Not really. Anything in the strongbox? Have a devotion shrine down here. The Annals of Arcovia. Oh, a silk swatch. We gotta make a silk swatch, y'all. Alright, we're gonna go make a silk swatch, and we're also going to look to see if we've got the recipe for that item you just showed me. What was the exact name of it again? Mythical Circlet of the Great Serpent. Just mythical insanity. Let's see.
See you around.
Wait, do I already have this? Oh, already known. Like, throw it down then. Alright, silk swatch before I forget. Needs a resilient plating. Boop. Boop. Okay, cool. Let's see. It's a helmet, right? Helm. Oh, I had my hopes up. There's so many purples here. Driege's Command. His hood. His hat. +1 to soldier. So no, I do not have that recipe in hardcore. Let me just try that. That sounds way more fun than what I picked, which is a paladin. I mean, that's just something that I tried in pen and paper game, and I was like, when I saw that it was also in the video game. So I don't know what other cool builds might have made it. Empowered, black or more. That requires 75. Level 75. Storm. Whoa, what is this? Foci? Stormbringer of Malmouth offhand. +2 to Storm Totem. +1 to all skills Necro. Lots of lightning damage added to pet. So this really goes better with ravens. So that's a cultist. Siege breaker. It's a shield. That's a shield. Okay. Okay. Ready to move on. There. Now, like I said, I may restart the game on Saturday and fine-tune my choices. I not that anyone said anything, but I felt a little rushed when like leveling up the whole party would take like, you know, 5 minutes on the stream, so I made some less adequate choices.
Yeah.
So I may try that again. Now that I know that I can't run and I should just reload immediately if I get into a really bad fight, maybe I can turn up the difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm also eager to see if they made it to where it doesn't take me 3 minutes to open the freaking game. That was really weird. I think I just stepped on like a bear trap or something. I heard a shink and then I was wounded and dotted. Shink shink. Oh, bandits fighting their neighbors over here. I remember until I got to this point in the game, I'd gone through so many caves that had bandits and wasps, and I was like, how did they befriend the wasps? And this is the first time I saw them fighting, and I was like, oh, they didn't. They just somehow walked past them a lot.
What do you want?
I forgot to challenge this guy in town. Whoops. Oh well. Whoa, turtle shell, rank 21. A good rank. A fine rank. Oh, many bugs.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like a secret wall up here or something that we found last time. Hmm. There it is. What do we got? It's like just a bunch of little treasure chests this time. Alright. Time for the big boss. Can I face tank him? Yep. Oh, what is this? Blood Sigil of Chthon. I don't care. It's pretty cool that I was able to just face tank that guy, though. Although, because I don't have Aspect of the Guardian, and I haven't really replaced it with anything close to a counterpart in Necro, this character is squishier than my Conjurer counterpart. I could be less squishy if I leveled up Mark of Torment, but that's just another thing to level up I don't know if I have enough points for. Aether Cluster. Alright.
Yeah.
Dude, I want that hat now that you told me about it. Friggin' 2-second recharge on Summon Blight Fiend. It'd be so easy to have 3 of them out at a time, all the time. Right now I've always got 1, and then like 80% of the time I have 2. I want you, and I need you. I likes you, and I wants you. Cave entrance. There's so many good items, yeah. Alright. Alright, this guy sucks. Serrated spike. I feel like there were some secrets around this area last time that people pointed out to me. I was trying to remember what they were. Cleared those really fast. Nice. And my favorite mythical item for Conjurer, Stinky, is the mythical Will of Bismael. The amulet lets your... The amulet combined with one of these offhands makes your primal spirit almost 100% uptime. And the amulet also gives you the second raven and increases the damage of the raven by like 1300 or something like that. Hidden spoils, here we go. I have a couple of quests to turn in. Mythical Necrolord's Gaze to them and have permanent primal spirit. Add another item you can find rest of your Mythical Necrolord's Gaze. Probably another item I've never even heard of. So honestly, right now we're... Oh shoot, my potion of XP wore off. We are like too strong for this. We're only 1 level higher than this stuff, but usually we're like, this guy's 2 levels higher. Okay, that's fine. But we had been fighting stuff that was way stronger than us for a long time. So I feel like as soon as we beat the Loghorian, we need to skip Malmuth and go into elite mode. I will do this task. Alright, I'm opening it. +1 to all Necro, 1 to all Shaman, 2 to Primal Spirit. Minus 5-second recharge to conjure primal, plus lose for 4 seconds to conjure primal. Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's really good. So that would also make it easy to get 100% uptime on the primal spirit. Did you guys hear? I think it was maybe it was China that just banned Twitch. Oh my god, it was some country. I think it was China. There was some country that just banned Twitch from like the internet there. It was China? Okay, we've got the noisy pink bubbles confirmation. It was definitely China. Like, there was some other source of either sports or news that was banned, and so, like, Twitch instantly, within like a week, became the #1 website visited for their internet because people were going there to get this thing that had just been blocked, and then Twitch got banned. Or blocked, or whatever. That would really suck to be born there in this day and age. There's a lot of places in the world it would suck to be born in that place in this day and age, but just the amount of government control over there, it's unfortunate. Ooh, some scrap. I don't know why I get excited. I probably have enough scrap for like 10 characters full campaign playthroughs. So I'm just like, ooh, scrap. Where are we talking? China just banned they blocked the Twitch website, Hawk Kid. There was something, and I think it was like sports or maybe news or something, that was, this is what I read, of course, I'm not in China, I read this, that was like blocked over there, and then within a week, Twitch was like the #1 visited website in China, because people were going to Twitch to get this news or sports or whatever it was, and then like 2 weeks later, Twitch was blocked from China internet. And we were just talking about how unfortunate that is. No most dread. We need more dots. Stop dots. Ooh, recipe. Prismatic diamond. It's weird. Huh. Oh, we need to open the giant treasure chest. Worf. Let's see, government's brutal over there. Don't most people in China would watch Twitch already use a VPN though? Hey, total quality for wages. I don't know. I don't know anything about that subject in that part of the world.
That skill's not ready.
You've reached honored with the Rovers. Oh boy. Use our first mana potion of the night just to top off, so I don't have to think about it. Is there a unique in this pile? I don't recall. I've read and heard countless times that in China VPNs are used much more commonly than in most other countries. I know in Russia dash cams are used more. They make some killer YouTube videos. Dude, from watching YouTube and Russian dash cam videos, it looks like everyone over there is just the law, like law of the road is just kind of like a you know, a suggestion. Suggestions for the road. Arrive alive. I wonder if they ban World of Warcraft. Kind of. Isn't it? Okay, let me see if I get my part of the world right. Isn't it the Chinese that consider like bones to be sacred or something? Or you know, hold a lot of meanings. So like the undead models in WoW, to sell the game there, they had to like undead in WoW, the elbow bones are sticking out, and they had to like cover them with skin. So the undead in WoW in the Chinese version of the game look more like Frankensteins than they do like skeletal. And then when you die in the game, instead of leaving a skeleton on the ground, you leave like a RIP gravestone. But I remember, because the Wrath of the Lich King was full of undead, that the Chinese version of Wrath of the Lich King wasn't ready until like the next expansion came out everywhere else. Aren't a lot of MMO mining operation in Asia? I know that in the Burning Crusade in WoW, there was like a running joke that like, there's a Chinese gold farmer in Shadow Moon Valley. Like, I don't know how true it was, but that is kind of the shtick, the trope. Guys, look where my Blight Fiend summoned. That's an inaccessible part of the map. Stupid Blight Fiend. What are you doing? Alright, next level. In Mother Russia. In Mother Russia, road forks you. Get the gargantuan, guys. He makes more undead. Got to a point, gold, WoW had more value than some world. I think that's just Venezuela. I think it's that right now, currency in WoW has more value than Venezuelan currency because their whole government is like in collapse. If I'm remembering my world news correctly. And the thing is that in World of Warcraft, there are some fun pets in the game that you can buy with, what is it? You can pay $15 for the pet, then trade it in game for gold. So through that item, we finally had like a universal currency. Because everyone could buy this fun pet, then trade it for gold. And then all of a sudden, like, WoW gold per dollar was easily trackable when that fun pet came out. And now, you know, you can just like buy game time with and sell it to other people. But yeah, the fictional WoW gold currency is worth more than, I think, the Venezuelan, like a whole pile of Venezuelan money. Right now, RuneScape is huge in Venezuela. Dude, I'm playing hardcore, and it's just like so easy in this area. I'm just like, oh, reading chat. I'm gonna die from one of these things if I keep doing that. Well, this build is fine. I mean, this might not be as fast as other... Wait a minute. When the hell did I do this? I must have misclicked at some point, and I equipped some random crap shield instead of my offhand that's +1 to all skills. I was like, why do I have a shield? Dot her up! All the poisons, all the bleeds. Alright. Whoa! Veil Piercer. Oh wow, what is that? What is that? I've never seen this before. It's a dagger, so you have to have cunning. But it has 3 to Will of the Crypt. I think that's this, right? No, that's Undead Legion. What am I thinking of? Oh, that's the thing that converts the physical damage to vitality damage of skeletons. That's not great. Let's do to summon Hellhound. And a lot of pet stats. 10% chance on attack to drop a black star on your enemy. So it's a weird Kabbalist melee weapon. Keep reading chat, you'll do fine. You sadist. Sadist Haritron. Oh, that was a good Blight Burst. There's a lot of mobs coming out of the ground. Right now, in this fight, Blight Fiend's better than Skeletons. All those Blight Bursts is just like 10 dead, 10 dead, 10 dead, just over and over and over. And the Skeletons, if there's too much, they die, and I have to resummon them, and then when they're dead, they're doing 0 damage. I've got so many points in this row now. These boys are doing and this is giving them a really high threat. I don't usually put more than 1 point in that. I've got so many in it right now. Boss fight. Woo woo. Got a nasty dot on me. Do I have to move them out of that purple stuff or get no? No, I don't. I'm not feeling bad about this build yet, friends. I'm liking what we're dishing out. Empowered Stormcaller's Effigy. A lot of stuff that doesn't help me, but +1 to all shaman skills. I think I've already got 1 or 2 of those in the stash. Cold Stone. I need a Cold Stone. There we have ice cream places here in Georgia. There's an ice cream chain called Cold Stone. Y'all have that? I don't know how far out that chain goes. Got Cold Stone, Dairy Queen, and Brewster's. I hate Brewster's. They treat you like animals there. Like, they don't let you inside. Like, you just, like, walk up to a window, get ice cream, and then there's like 2 benches that people fight over outside to eat the ice cream on, and you're getting it like all over your hands, and you're making a mess, and then they'll hand you like 3 napkins through the window, and you're like, can I come in and wash my hands? And they're like, no, you can't come in. It's like, just wipe your hands on the ground like an animal, you slob. Go graze. I hate that place so much. Empowered Spirit Cannon. +1 to all Shaman, +2 to all Necro. What? What? That's crazy. 100% to the vitality damage of pets. That's just interesting enough that I'll hang on to it. Wait a minute, what was that ring? That wasn't it. That was it. 42% to pet damage and bleeding resist. No. Okay, no. Confirmed no. By the way, Muck, have you seen the rewards for the clan games this time around? Yes! There's a book of building and a book of heroes. That is my jam. I actually am holding a book of heroes right now, and you can only carry one of those. So I'm trying to save up enough money to use my current book before we finish the games and potentially get another book. Because then I wouldn't be able to accept that one reward. But yeah, it's like top tier rewards. They're good. They're different every time, but these are really good. Once again, if anybody's interested, I run a Clash of Clans clan. If anybody wants in, you are welcome to join. Just let me know. Alright, we need to sell that. We need to sell that. We need to turn that quest in. Sell that. Squish all this stuff. What level can I use this stuff? 82, I can use the Mythical Corruptors set. I've got the whole dang set. Here's a higher... Oh, wow, I'm holding a higher level version of my current offhand. But I need a lot of spirit. It seems to be a recurring theme. This also needs a lot of spirit. I've been waiting forever to use this thing, and now I don't know if it's an upgrade, because the +1 to all Necro skills includes that, and that, and that. Whereas the other one is just a little more uptime on Primey.
I'll give you a good price.
A good price. Speak to... Oh, turn in the bounty. And accept new bounty, I don't care.
Well, you work for Jerry. We have to hit them hard and fast.
Hard and fast. I've already killed Cronley. I've already done that too. I'll speak to Barnabas. Holy crap, guys. We just got, like, so much of a level from those chain quest turn-ins.
Come, friend. Right to business. Nobody's been as far.
Alright. Go turn in... Wait, speak to Steven Skinner and Devil's Crossing. Where is Steven? He's up... Oh, this is the guy I convinced not to set his family on fire. Yes! Level! Just do that for now. So now it's up to a 3.6 radius around every Blight Fiend. Do 1,700 over 2 and reduce their defense by 212. Which means very high chance to crit. That's probably part of the reason I'm seeing Blight Burst critting all the time. That's awesome. Alright, go to the Rover Camp. There's cold stones in Florida where I live. Not too far from Georgia, so not surprising. Have I been to the Varsity? Yes! Freaking greasy food capital of the world. It feels like everybody I know either loves the Varsity, like they want to get on their knees for it, or they just despise it. To me, it's just like really, really greasy, overpriced burger and fries. That's the Varsity to me. But it is insanely popular. Like, there's one or two Varsities in downtown Atlanta, and they always have, like, around the building lines. I don't know why. Like, I'll eat it, but I'm not like, "Ugh, I'm craving velocity. I've already killed him. I've already destroyed the forges. Here's a book. Okay, we're over 30% through this next level. Alright. Back to... You know what? I never made the cold stone. I needed a cold stone for that shrine. That was the whole reason I left. I got distracted by 20 quest turn-ins. Alright. Cold stone. There we go. I used to like ice cream until I lost 40 pounds this year by banning carbs. I've been to the Varsity in Atlanta, but I doubt that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the Varsity in Atlanta. It's like a burger, fry, and hot dog place, right? Oh, shoot. I missed a devotion shrine? Speaking of the accused of Kingmaker. Wait, what? Like, you're being accused, Hawk? Or are you talking about some star in the news that I just am not caught up with? Oh. Scavenge plate. Corpse dust. You don't watch TV? No, dude, I don't own a TV. I watch Netflix without commercials. Don't turn it on. Okay. My parents are from Central Georgia, Macon. Varsity was fun, but just fasted. Okay, yeah, I kind of agree with that. Dude, if I go out for ice cream, my favorite thing is go to Dairy Queen and get like an Oreo Blizzard. Occasionally, one of the dipped cones, where they just get like a vanilla cone and they're just like in chocolate, and then it's got the shell on it. I'm all about that. All about that. Yo, where is that shrine that we just saw on the map that I've apparently completely missed? The hell was this? Conley's hideout. Was it outside of Cromley's hideout? I think it might be out here. Wait, is it that one? Didn't we do that one? I guess not. Yo, did I go get the material to do it and then I came back and I didn't click on it? That would be kind of me. See you later. See you, Stinky. Thanks for chatting me up. Mint Oreo Blizzard. Oh, I see you're a person of culture as well. Noisy Pink. Was it the OE you made the Silk Swatch for? Probably. Jeez. Yes. Man, thank God that they put those icons on the map, because I'm awesome. For now, we'll put it on the Primal Spirit because of its a crazy attack speed. And put a point there. There we go. Now these unlocked. Take me up on your window. Go. Alright. Cool. Back to Broken Hills. It sure was, Deeble. You remembered correctly. Alright, onward to victory. So once again, my current goal is just beat the Loghorn to unlock ultimate mode, just go straight into ultimate mode, because we're nearing the cap of, we're nearing the level cap of the monsters for elite mode, because these XP potions have put me so far ahead of the curve. Dude, it's so crazy to think that, like, oh yeah, when I get that helmet or a little bit more CDR, my damage output is going to go up by 50% because another Blight Fiend. It's crazy. Crazy talk. Oh, I missed the turn. Oh, well. later. We'll swing back. Here's one of our quests. Lutra the Abandoned. For people who don't read the quest, this is the daughter of the ghost, and she's like, yeah, my daughter got cursed into this horrible form, and I want her to be at peace. Go murder my daughter. Okay. You're willing to pay a few bucks for it, I'll do it. That's apparently my price for murdering daughters. A few dollars, a few bucks. There are 3 named wolves here. Or not wolves, what are these, bulls? Boars? His name's Dread Tusk, they're probably not bulls. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm mentally still kind of comparing myself to when I had the skeleton army as I'm fighting, and I'm pretty happy with what's going on right now. Grim Dawn has some pretty twisted quests RP pages. Yeah, we've had conversations about that in here before. It's like, Grim Dawn's a good action RPG. If you read the lore, Grim Dawn is a damn horror novel. Like, there is some psycho stuff. Does anyone here, I'm gonna go full weeb for a second. Does anyone here read the comic or manga, Goblin Slayer? Do we have any Goblin Slayer readers here? Like, some of the lore in this game remind me of the crap they do in that comic. Like, so Goblin Slayer, I highly recommend it. It is a very rated R comic. It's basically, it's like goblins are the worst things. There's like 18 or 20 issues out. It's got insanely high quality artwork. Like, kind of like One Punch Man type stuff. And there's Goblin Slayer and Goblin Slayer Year 1, which is the same character but back in time. But it's basically this guy, and I'll give you the vague part of it. So Goblin Slayer it's again, rated R comic. It starts off and it shows like a group of adventurers, and there's like a healer and like a monk and a warrior. And the monk is female, the healer's female, that's important. Male warrior, and they're going off to do their thing. And they're like, oh, we got a quest to kill goblins. Like, I wish we could get a real quest, but I guess we'll have to start somewhere. We'll go kill some stupid goblins. And the goblins ambush them, and they kill the men, and they rape the women. And the comic shows butts and boobs, but not in like a pornographic way. But these goblins, they rape human women to procreate, to make more goblins. And enter Goblin Slayer. He is a dude who watched his whole village. They never show his face. They always show him with the helmet on, or they show like a rear shot. It's part of the what they do. But it's this dude, his whole village when he was a kid, and he was like hiding behind a fake wall and watching through the planks as his whole village, including his sister, was killed and or violated by these goblins. And he just, like, in his time period of like swords and magic, he becomes like almost Batman levels of smart and creativity with stuff. Like, he kills them with poison, fire, cave-ins, anything, and he always comes back to town. His armor looks like shit, his sword is chipped to all hell, he has to buy a new blade like every time. And they're like, you know, you're a higher rank now, would you like a higher level quest? And he's like, no, goblins. And like, there's one issue where he ends up fighting like a small demon, and he pulls out like a trump card, and I'll be vague because it's an awesome scene. And he's like, I was saving this for goblins. And the demon's like, you would dare compare me to goblins? And he's like, no, goblins are way worse than you. Like, he's just yeah, the artwork, like when he is in killing mode, it's kind of like Berserk. Like lots of blood and gore and stuff like that. He rips one's eyeball out at one point. But it's a very hardcore action, swords and fantasy type of thing with some rated R scenes. But they just recently announced that they're making an anime for it. And I was talking to another one of my friends who reads it, and I'm like, dude, what's this going to be rated? Like, so much of the story is very R. They're going to have to... beams of light all over the place, or do some just, like, you know, hinting talk and skip a lot of scenes, depending on what they do with that, but... Anyway, kind of went off on a crazy story there, but the writing in Grim Dawn, very reminiscent of what I've been reading in that recently. But yeah, if you like comics, totally recommend Goblin Slayer and Goblin Slayer Year 1. They're very good. I think right there is a devotion shrine on normal, but obviously not on elite because we didn't see one. There's Elsa. You know, you spend so much of the story looking for Elsa, and there's not even a quest update for talking to her. That kind of seems weird to me. Like, you could talk to her, and she's like, oh yeah, that guy in town, just tell him I'm dead. He's a real creep, and he's always following me around. I'm like, alright. But there's no quest update or XP. More poison novas. Feels like the devs forgot to finish that part. Yeah, maybe a little bit. See, scavenge plating. Hellmane the burning, Rotmane the deceased. Scorpion Sting, rank 4. Oh yeah, we've got that now. I was not used to having that. Empowered slit scale leg wraps. Saw 17k, 14k there. Oh, they threw a net on me! I want to leave! So there's like ethereals fighting bandits in here. Good burst. Good blood burst. Blight burst. Oh, blood burst. Throw blood in their eyes. That reminds me, I haven't watched Baki in like 2 weeks. That's a show that I realized they made a new season of like a couple weeks ago, and I binge watched like the 15 episodes and caught up to current, and I haven't watched it since then. That's clear. Go back to the north. Hello, Shao Tam's robot. If you're the real Shao Tam, please stand up, but you've never talked to me yet. That guy has a very interesting setup, that Shao Tam fella. It's like he's got... I got the vibe when I went into his chat that he had like 100 bots running at once. Like his chat box was going by in a blur of it like lurking other people and being lurked back and stuff like that. So it's like, it said he had like 75 viewers, but from glancing at chat, you got the feeling they were all bots or something. But he was just a normal person playing some game. Alright. There we go. Oh, wait, was that dynamite? Dynamite! Yeah, we're gonna stop for that. Having flashbacks to that troll we ran into in Pathfinder that kicked our ass. Destroyed us. Voldrak the Destroyer, how will we fare? He's 78. He's 4 levels higher. It's the highest thing we've found in a while. Oh, did we just get a blueprint of something we actually don't have? Shrapnel gun. Yeah, probably never gonna make that, but that's another blueprint that's off of the future loot table. How is Pathfinder, by the way? I've heard the difficulty curve is pretty massive and that turns people off. Yes, so playing normal mode, I would compare to hard mode of other similar games. I was doing okay, because, and I would say that's partly because I had played, you know, D20 games extensively, and my favorite builds were working in the game. However, it had it had some bugs, which I heard there was a big patch today that may have fixed them. And I won't even talk about the bugs. There was some design choices in the game that were kind of bugging me. And one was that, like, when you're already on a level, you're loaded onto a level, you can stealth the character and have them scout ahead. They find some monster and you're like, you know, oh, a giant. We can't handle that, and back away, you know? But there's no inspect, there's no lore, like you can't right click them and like look at identify. It's just you have to be like, oh, I recognize that. That really big guy is a giant, or that green half giant sized creature is a troll. He has regeneration. I need to bring fire. Like you have to already have this D&D knowledge or you're kind of just going to die a lot. So there's that. But the thing is that if you're on the world map and you're traveling, it occasionally just says, a monster blocks the road in front of you. Do you wish to attack or try to go around? And it doesn't say anything about what you see. And if you hit attack, it might be a bandit, or, this happened to me once, two Elder Fire Elementals. We're talking, I was level 2, they're level 16. They went full party wipe. What? 1, why are those here? And 2, why would it not tell me when something jumps out in the road in front of me that it was a giant on fire? Like, it should at least give me that scrap of information. Now, okay, I can't scout ahead, I can't do reconnaissance, I can't see what's in front of me. If that's the case, I should be allowed to run away. You can't. There's no runaway button. If you get into a bad fight, the only way out of it is to reload the game to, like, earlier. So, the way to play the game right now is to save it a lot and reload when you have to. I personally find that to be a poor design choice. Now, that said, I just said a whole lot of negative. The game is awesome. I feel like it is a very very improved Pillars of Eternity. I feel it is just a much more... and I've only played it for a few hours. I feel it is a way better Pillars of Eternity. So I'm going to finish it. I'm probably going to restart on Saturday during the day when I can... like, Saturdays and Sundays I often can play off and on, pausing a lot throughout the day. I'm probably going to make a new character, play through it, and really min-max my stats, you know? And maybe turn the difficulty up like 1 notch and save the game a lot and just be like, okay, this is the shit I have to deal with and do that. But when I was trying it the last 2 days, one, I was playing a game that I never played before, and I'm not a huge Twitch streamer. I would say I'm a small one, but the people that were watching was just a very small percentage of my audience. I looked at the numbers; it was the lowest numbers I'd had in weeks, and I was like, okay, you know, a lot of the ones that watched me just like the action of Grim Dawn and didn't really care for this. That's fine. So that was part of the reason that influenced me to not play it today. But when I play it again, just even if it's just for myself, I want to redo the stats and stuff. Oh, another thing is when you meet the other characters in the game, they've already done their like level 1 and 2 level ups, Caro. And when that happens, like, they make some poor choices. From what I was reading, the people playing the really high difficulties, they had to, as soon as possible, fire all the party members that are part of the story and replace them with voiceless, nameless mercenaries that you get to actually design their stats and, you know, pick their skills. And then they were able to get through the harder difficulties slowly. Like, and then they lost half of the quests in the game because they didn't have the pre-made characters with them. Again, I think that is a poor design choice. I understand it's not very roleplay to meet someone and then be like, oh, let me go back in time and change your skills. I completely get that. However, the alternative to that is losing all the voice acting that they provide in the game and all their quests and having to bring voiceless people with you. That sucks. So that's another muck opinion. I got home so late, barely got a glimpse at the end of the stream. If you are interested in seeing it, as always, it is recorded and uploaded to the YouTube channel. Or, you know, of course, at this point, there's a lot of the content from that game on YouTube, I'm sure. My stuff's not video edited, it's just a raw footage of the stream if you wish to see it, but you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get to Homestead. What time is it? 11:44. Hey, level 75. But yeah, I love the game. I'm going to play it more. I'm not positive yet if I'm going to do it on stream. But I've got to get used to this weird have to save and reload constantly to get around tough stuff. Yeah, it was cool anytime I'd level up and I'd be like, oh, I wonder if such and such feat is in this, which would be like a feat, you know, one of 1,000 feats from the Pathfinder pen and paper game, and I would look and it would be there, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, they were very spot on with the source material. Some of the stuff they had to tweak because it just didn't work right in a computer form, and I could tell that, and I didn't mind. You know, it doesn't have to be identical. Shock of the Traveler. Harath the Slaughterer. Blueprint. Empowered Chthonian Thread Sash. Okay. How would you rate the animations and effects of attack spells and the like?
These are trying times.
Animations were good.
Persevere.
Spell effects were fine. I didn't see any glitches with them. Yeah, I mean, graphically, the game was fine. None of the bugs I had involved the graphics. Unless you include, takes me 3 minutes to open the game and load it.
See anything you like?
Let's see. Don't need. No. 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 Don't need that. What is this? No. 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 Don't think I need any of these. Just glancing just in case. Alright, easy peasy. Oh, what's over here? Ah, yes, the little purple thing. Alright, let's go and turn in all these other quests. Oh yeah, whenever we killed something with a critical hit, it would like explode, like red, and then there would be like a rib cage on the ground that would clatter to the ground. And the first time we saw it was my druid, his elk pet, you know, it was like a deer, charged a guy with his antlers, and the guy went and just exploded. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was quite a shock when that happened. Dead Man's Gulch.
So how did it work?
I always forget to... If you turn in the other quest first, it's a little easier, but I just teleported the guy that has the other quest to Homestead. Sorry for your loss. She did. Still haven't died. I don't even think Turtle Shell's proc tonight.
I wish they would have.
I'll skip the pleasant. The Legion is split on two.
Alright. We need devotions. Alright, I'm not going to do the, like, the... Well, I don't know if I should. That's a lot of XP. I'm gonna head down here toward a devotion shrine I know is there. Making my way downtown. Okay, Theros. Polish Emerald. Go down there this way.
Yeah.
my gosh, kill the shaman. He kept just full healing the guy. Nice blight burst, that cleared most of those. Mutagenic kicker.
That skill's not ready.
Have you faced any nemesis bosses yet? Not on this character. I mean, this... You won't have enough rep for... I mean, you can take a look at my rep bars right here. If you mean in general, yeah, I have. First one I fought was Chupacabra, and even after fighting like 20 other ones, I think Chupacabra was the hardest one. He's scary in the Crucible. He's insanely more scary outside of the Crucible, where when he dies, he splits into 2 Chupacabras, and when they die, they split into 2. So you fight 1, then 2, then 4, for a total of 7 Chupacabras, and then you get 1 loot. And because when I fought them, it was my first one. I got the achievement for killing 1, then 3, then 5 Nemesis bosses. Alright, quest to get the Manticore Venom. And quest to kill the big Manticore. We've only got a few minutes left on our XP potion, but I'm not going to renew it because it is 11:53. So we'll just do some of these quests till we run out of time. So I am liking this Blight Fiend build enough that I'm not going to go back to skeletons anytime soon. Like, I'm just going to keep doing this unless it stops working for some reason. Scorpion Sting, rank 9. This guy's level 80. That's nice. Killed a level 80. Unseeing Eye of the Blind Assassin. Probably a pretty terrible assassin.
My eye sees nothing.
Assassin, tell us, what do your blind eyes see?
I can't see shit.
I think I need to go further west. Ooh, gotta be careful when they teleport. Already looted a poison gland. Oh, there's the Prime Matriarch. We're at the boss. Get aggro over there. You go. Nice.
Easy peasy beautiful.
See if we can find Angoliax and or Bloodbriar before we run out of time. these are all 2 levels higher than me. That's a good sight. Good burst, good burst.
Can't do that yet.
Last time I came through here, I was having immense trouble finding the cave that had Bloodbriar, and I had to run all over the dang place. Alright, here's a cave that's not on the map. I think that's Bloodbriar's. Yes, this is Bloodbriar's. Bloodbriar's old lair. Oh boy. Alright. Roiling blood. Drink our 3rd mana pot for the night. We're using them at a fairly decent rate.
Skill's not ready.
There's Bloodbriar. Pop all the cooldowns. Which we totally didn't need. Easy was. Shoulder guards of the Paragon. Heroic chest. A crafting mat. Exalted effigy. And then we shoot some ladders down to Ungoliax's level.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 18k crit Nova from the Fiend. Come on, one of you burst, it'd be so juicy. There. That was very late. I think their stink aura actually killed a lot of those. There's Ungoliax. Perfect. No devotion up here on this difficulty. I know there's a devotion over at Tyrant's Hold, which is just beyond this place. We'll do that next time. So we finished 4 quests right now. Here's the Venom. I've already killed Bloodbriar. Level up. I've killed the Prime Matriarch. I've killed Ungoliax. I will kill him. But I haven't yet. Alright. And let's go to Homestead real quick.
See anything you like?
Let's see if we got anything good. Let's see, don't need that. Don't need that. Ooh, no. Caught my eye for a second, but no. I need to put that in the purple tab before I die.
But it's a good
Alright. Oh, I've got 2 points. Oh, Rotting Fumes is max. That's what Rotting Fumes does at max. 2k over 2 to everything within 3.8 meters. Additional threat. 236 reduced defense for everything nearby. And they all have a chance to fumble and have impaired aim. Which is pretty cool. Let's see, 4.2. Seems like Mark of Torment is really strong. Gotta remember to use it though.
Keep your stash safe.
One of the other viewers in the stream was telling me that they highly recommended Mark of Torment. That it's like you take 50% less damage and it all goes to another target for a while. I've never tried it myself, but I'll put 1 point into it for now. Okay, there we go. So we made it up to 76 tonight. We blasted through like half of Elite Mode, skipped some of the side quests. Our goal next time is to get to the Loghorian and get into Ultimate Mode. Or play more Kingmaker. It depends on how that patch did. We'll find out. But as always, thank you all for joining me. It was a pleasure talking to you guys. I love chatting you up. If you are new here, I stream every night from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Often more than that, but that's your standard muck-luck hours. That's the bare minimum. Hit the follow button if you want to know when I'm online. It'll let you know. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free if you choose to do so. And I'm about to raid someone else in the Grim Dawn section if I can find one. So if you choose to, stick around for another 60 seconds and I'll bounce this over to their channel. So thank you again. Have a good night. Hope to see you tomorrow.